The most ironclad security guarantee for Ukraine is our armed forces, and they proved themselves to be. So if we will see and we will know that there is a long-standing agreement for and commitment to support Ukrainian armed forces to our weapon, to give us weapon, if we will see the decision to send some boots on the ground, let it be not American, but some other countries, just symbolical and not on the close to front lines, but in general in the country to show, yes, we are here. I think it will be enough.
We're expecting NATO military leaders to meet later today as they discuss Ukraine and the next steps towards peace. Critical to this mission is the elusive NATO-style security guarantee. Donald Trump has offered US air support for the Ukraine peace deal, but the reaction from Russia is less clear, if a little more predictable, ranging from obfuscation to waffle. Oleksiy Goncharenko is a Ukrainian MP and president of the PACE Committee on Migration, Refugees and Displaced Persons. Oleksiy, good morning to you.
Good morning.
We've had a couple of days to think about all this stuff. How optimistic are you on a scale of 1 to 10 that we are actually inching closer to a just peace?
On a scale from 1 to 5, maybe on 1 or 2, because I think that this meeting in Washington, it was really useful, but I don't see big results when we're speaking about just peace in general, about peace, just peace, not just peace. It's already, but to peace, because Putin doesn't want peace, and I don't understand what is the track there. I don't believe in the bilateral meeting between Putin and Zelensky, and I don't believe that this meeting can give something. And so I'm quite skeptical, unfortunately. I think the only language Putin understands is the language of strength, language of force. So when he received his red carpet welcome in Alaska, I think it was just absolutely opposite to what can lead him to peace.
And meanwhile, Trump is saying no boots on the ground security, maybe air support. I presume as a Ukrainian, Oleksiy, you're very skeptical of anything but an ironclad guarantee of security. Do you believe that without that, if Russia came in again, even if there was some sort of ceasefire, do you feel confidence that you could just trust the West, particularly America, to leap to your aid and stop them?
We definitely need security guarantees. But ironclad, what is ironclad?
Well,
The most ironclad security guarantee for Ukraine is our armed forces, and they proved themselves to be. So if we will see and we will know that there is a long-standing agreement for and commitment to support Ukrainian armed forces to our weapon, to give us weapon, if we will see the decision to send some boots on the ground, let it be not American, but some other countries, just symbolical and not on the close to front lines, but in general in the country to show, yes, we are here. I think it will be enough. And in
so
general,
that's interesting. So you're saying that a symbolic boots on the ground from some Western countries, say Britain and France, even if not on the front line, might be enough.
yes, I think so. And I think, by the way, it is possible to send it now. I really don't know why European countries are waiting for, and including United Kingdom, why waiting all the time something from the United States?
Well, shall I tell you why they're waiting? Probably, Alexis. What would happen if they send boots on the ground now and Russian drones kill them? And then all of a sudden a Russian has attacked them, NATO soldiers of some description, on Ukrainian soil. Does that not cause all sorts of political problems?
Yes, it will call, but it will call political problems for Russia too. And I mean, that will be already Russian decision to attack or not.
Yeah.
I don't understand many things. Why? Okay, we're speaking about troops on the ground, boots on the ground, troops. Why Western countries are not destroying Russian missiles and drones from Poland, from Romania?
Well, because
Not entering Ukraine at all.
Because you know the answer to that, Alexei. They don't want to be in direct conflict with Russia. And this goes back to what is a security guarantee. The real security guarantee would be Ukraine joining NATO. So anytime Russia did anything to Ukraine, the whole of the NATO alliance would be involved. And that's specifically what is not going to happen, which does it make you worry that the security guarantees are never going to be as strong as you'd want them to be?
It makes me worry, but I want this war to end. I want this war to end as soon as possible, and I'm ready for ceasefire. When we asked the first question about where are we moving to just peace, I'm ready to move for ceasefire and to freezing of the conflict too. But the problem is that Trump, who said at the beginning, "I will stop these killings," now he's saying, "Okay, let us make a big, big, beautiful peace deal." But big, beautiful peace deal, I can't imagine how much time will it take. And every day people are dying. And so I'm ready for freezing of the conflict. I'm ready for security guarantees, maybe not the best, but at least some.
Yeah.
But for these, pressure should be put on Russia and now.
Yeah, it's an excellent point. Oleksiy, well, as you know, we've covered this story since the beginning. We hope that something is moving and change will happen, but we'll have to see whether that transpires or not. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you.
The reason why Trump keeps playing down the talk of a ceasefire is a ceasefire either happens or doesn't happen. So it's a success-failure binary moment, and he can't get a ceasefire because Putin doesn't want to do it. If you talk about a peace deal, that's an endless kick into the weeds, isn't it? Because a peace deal with promise in a couple of weeks of something, another meeting, air support, it's not a binary moment, it's a process. And you can't be dubbed to have failed a process. You can be dubbed to failed an outcome. And that's why he wants the former, not the latter.
And in that process, how much is Putin playing President Trump and President Zelensky? Inside the Times today, one of the theories is this sort of land swap is a ploy to divide Ukraine and the US, to sort of create division. We also know this meeting that could happen where we actually see President Zelensky and President Putin face to face. Putin suggested meeting in Moscow, which is not a serious suggestion because Zelensky was never going to go to the capital of the country that he was currently at war with. So we'll look at the games Putin might be playing. We're going to be speaking to one of Russia's former prime ministers in a couple of hours here on the programme, so stick with us.
And also Ben Wallace said yesterday on this programme, Churchill wouldn't have sat down with Hitler during the Second World War.
Ceasefire, like a first element, stopping killing, and we agreed it and we supported him. And I think it was very strong idea, pushing Russia to real negotiations. And now we hear another signals. I think that we have to share all this with details and what Ursula said about and what we talked bilaterally and what we will talk now with all our coalition villains, with all the Europeans. And we have to share all our thoughts with President Trump. We need the United States on our side, and I think that President Trump shared that we will need peace, but steps to this peace. We need, correct steps to have lasting peace. To stop Putin, it means not to make a pause in this war. Stop and have a lasting peace. Yeah, for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.